another segment of Classic Cars and Guitars coming to you from my shop here in Clio. With the heat and everything, I know everybody's used to loving to look around the shop when we do these shows, but with this heat, it's just way too hot to do a show out there, so we decided to do it in the office. But we are here with Jack Shepard with this beautiful 47 Cadillac that I've been looking at for a while before we start the show here. And the last segment, we'll take some video and pictures of it and talk to Jack about it, but I'm going to hand it over to my good friend and sidekick here, Randy the Wolfman, to start talking to Jack about this car, because he knows Jack way more than I do.
Yeah, and I appreciate you being here, Jack. I mean, and you drove the car here in this heat, so with that 1947 Cadillac. And I know the car, you know, you've been at the Spectacular, won top 25 there, but got a host of, or not a host, but a bunch of awards back here. You're out of Vassar, and tell us the history of the car, because I know it's been in the family a long time.
Well, the history of the car is it was the governor of West Virginia, I believe was the original owner, and there was somebody in between him and my dad that owned it, and my dad bought it from his friend that was at the post office. He was in charge of the postal service, trucks and fleet, and he bought it for, I think it was $600 at that time.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, wow. And it sat, I was about 3 years old when he bought it, and I'm 63 now. But it sat in our backyard for years and years and years. And my brothers, five boys, one girl, we always used to play in it and stuff. And I always forgot about the weak hood hinges, because I was just, I love that motor. That flathead V8 motor has always intrigued me, and I'd forget it had weak springs. And lift the hood, and that thing would always fall on my head.
Because it's so heavy.
Yeah, because it was so heavy. But no, it's been a family heirloom, basically. It took my dad 10 years to do that car in Indiana.
So he restored it, or?
He did a rotisserie 27 years ago about.
Wow.
And that, you know, top paint and the chrome and everything's 27 years old.
So when you say it sat in the yard, was that over in Vassar? So it went through the winters, the summers?
No, it was actually on Auburn Road in Utica.
Oh, okay, but still Michigan winters,
yeah,
and
Michigan winters,
and the weather, and oh my gosh.
Yes.
That's my old stomping grounds.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah, it is.
I grew up in Utica.
Yeah.
Okay, that's after that we moved into down basically where Van Dyke and Cass area.
Oh, okay.
That's where he bought his home. He had that.
My dad lived on Cass.
Okay.
Right by the Epler Junior High.
Yeah, I went to Epler Junior High.
So did I.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
How old are you?
63.
Okay.
How old are you?
56.
There you go. You just said
What kind of close? Maybe your ex name.
You remember Monicati Chrysler there on Auburn Road?
Yes, I do.
Corner?
Yes, I do.
My buddy's wife, well, they're divorced now, but that was their families. Monicati.
I know the Monicatis.
Scott Monicati.
I know Mike Monicati.
Yeah. His brother Scott.
Yeah, I know Mike Monicati. He lost his wife, unfortunately, not too long ago. But
I used to hang out in the junkyard, the H&S there all the time.
Oh, I remember H&S.
I built a couple cars for him back in the
the
day.
junkyard.
Yes. Yeah, the junkyard.
He's passed away now too.
Oh yeah. And I remember when that place went up in flames. The what year was that? In the early '80s or late '70s, off of Ryan Road.
Mm-hmm. The paint plant.
The chemical.
Where they used to burn the paint.
Yeah.
The paint waste.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
all
a
that
lot of
waste. Toxic place there.
But now, for some reason, it's okay to put stuff on some of that property. But it's been so toxic for years.
Go figure.
But so the car was in Utica, just sitting in the yard, outside, in the elements.
Yeah, it was outside and covered. I mean, I got the photographs and everything that my dad took when he rebuilt it.
Got it.
I mean, you can see where he went through the heads, he went through the pistons, he went through everything.
But I'm thinking the exterior. I mean, the way it looks now, we'll see that later.
Yeah.
But the way it looks now is just like to think that was just sitting in a yard and then it just, like you said, heirloom. It's like,
well, back then it was just another car. I mean,
yeah, back in the day.
Like I said, we were talking if we knew what we had back then. Now,
oh, jeez. Remember flipping cars, like getting a '66 Chevelle for $500, put a chrome kit on the motor, jazz it up, and sell it for $1,500, and go buy another one to survive. It's like, hey man, we're doing that out of a car and a half garage.
I remember buying my first car was a '71 Charger, and I drove it every day like a driver. I think I paid $600, $700 for it. Me and my dad.
Yeah, and a '69 Chevy too, that or Nova, whatever. Once I realized that I could drag race it. It's like it was an SS, and I did a few things to it. And I used to drag race out at Motor City Dragway.
Wow.
And I think it's like, man, I wish I had that car back, because
Oh,
I ended up putting 90-10 shocks in the front, 50-50s in the back, and doing motor stuff. I pulled the heater and
We
everything.
all got that same story.
Yeah, exactly.
Some
where
of us
that
more than
history is.
one, but
So who did the work? You said your dad was restoring it.
Yeah, my dad,
So-
he was a POW in the Korean War for 3 years.
Oh wow.
So I think he
Wow.
sort of escaped through that car. And
Got it.
Escaped his 5 boys and one
Right,
daughter.
helped his mindset, and that.
Exactly.
Wow.
He used to go to Indiana just about every weekend.
Can I ask, is your father still around?
No, he passed about 2.5, 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, 2.5 years ago.
Sorry,
My
but,
mother 4 months after him. So
Very honorable for him to be in the service like that.
oh yeah, yeah, and we were raised basically by a serviceman, so
Yeah.
with respect.
Yep. My dad was a veteran, and I think I've said it before. When he said go out and cut the grass, it wasn't like, no, I'm not going to cut the grass. Like,
No.
I went out and cut the grass.
You didn't never challenge that,
Right.
But yeah, it took him 10 years. He built a pole barn in Indiana, and he spent just about every weekend there with his brother. They were both motorheads, and
Got it.
his brother actually drove the tanks for World War II.
Wow.
So, and we can get into what those motors did for the war, for World War II
Yeah.
later if you want. But yeah, no, it's been in the family a long time. Like I said, I known that car since I was basically 3 years old.
Well, with all the siblings, how did you end up with it? And not, is it
That's
shared? Or?
No.
Okay.
I am I used to be the only owner. I put my son's name on my title.
Okay.
Because when I'm gone, it automatically transfers.
Got it.
No questions asked. But no, my dad and I actually got into a big argument over that car.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He was going to donate that car to Cadillac Sell Club.
Wow.
And I threw a fit. I said, no, Dad, I am not going to pay to go see a car that's been in our family
For
this long.
Yep.
And you're going to donate it to Cadillac Sell Club? And I talked to the, at that time, the president of Cadillac Sell Club. And he said, change your dad's mind, because Cadillac Sell Club, they will flip that car so fast for the money.
Got it. Put it on the auction block
Yes.
or whatever. And, yep.
And so eventually that sort of got to him, and he went and changed his trust where I had first dibs on that car.
Got it. Nice.
So, yeah.
And so how long have you actually had it? You said you're 3. It's been 60 years, 60 plus years. I think
Yeah.
you were telling me at the Spectaculars.
Yeah, it's been 60 plus years in the family since my dad's had it. And I've only owned it title-wise since my dad's passing, which is 2.5 years.
Got
But yeah, he always wanted one. He took his time doing it. He's very meticulous, very, he was in charge of the Postal Service's fleet of vehicles. So,
Got it. Well, you say that he got it. It was a governor's car,
yeah.
so it's got almost every option on it, from what I recall you telling me. Or almost
It's got
every.
a lot. It's got a lot of options on
It's a
it.
2-door.
Yeah, it's a-
one.
Yep.
1947 2-door Cadillac LaSalle.
2-door coupe. It's not a LaSalle.
Oh, it's not a LaSalle.
No. It's a 62 series fastback, 2-door coupe, and it didn't come with rear view mirror. I mean, with side mirrors on the door. It came with a rear view, but it was optional to have an antenna. It was optional to have a reverse light.
Wow.
And
And things to take for granted now.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
talking about the antennas and
yeah, all vacuum, by the way.
vacuum wipers too.
Yep, vacuum
Yeah, my
wipers.
Edsel had that, and it's like, oh my gosh,
Man,
when you're at a light, it's like, come on.
yeah, come on, kick in.
Yeah.
But
And now you've had it, and we got the awards up here. Maybe you could go through, because
yeah,
the car's won so many awards, prestigious awards, not just
yeah, and it's been winning a lot on the big circuit lately.
Got it.
I guess that's
the Cadillac
the
circuit.
Cadillac circuit. I mean, I just got back from North Carolina about a month ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that, and won my senior crown, which I wasn't going for a senior crown. I was just going for my senior. And to get a senior crown, you got to do 99 or better.
Points.
Yes, 99 points or better.
Got it.
So they came up to me and said, Jack, you're going to be very pleased on what your car did this year. I said, okay, what? And he says, wait and see. So we went to the banquet, and it won a senior crown, which usually takes 4 years
Wow.
Yeah, and in those 4 years, you're going to places like North Carolina, going to Tennessee, you're going to all different
You went to
states.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
And then-
Pennsylvania. Well, Pennsylvania is AACA, which
What does that stand for?
that's Antique Automobile Club of America.
Okay. Just so the listeners know.
Now, when you win stuff like that, does that give you some kind of recognition for? I mean, is that like a?
It's like a pedigree, a dog's pedigree.
Oh, okay.
Now it's got a national number with the AACA. It's got a national number with the Cadillac LaSalle Club.
Gotcha.
So that car is numbered now.
So, I mean, what does that mean for you as far as? Is it just a bragging right, kind of?
Yeah, basically, there is no money per se that you get with any of these trophies.
Like, is there like a standing saying these are where the top ones are at in the
Yes,
United
it's
States?
very
I
prestigious.
was just going to say prestigious.
It
Probably,
is very,
yeah.
very prestigious to get what I got this year.
Okay.
Like I said, it takes a long time, a lot of people, a lot of time of traveling to get that.
Yeah.
And it just leapfrogged me, basically 3-4 years.
Got it.
So,
Wow. And so what you got the Autorama Award up here, and I see it's first place.
Yes.
I don't have my glasses tonight.
That was,
That was 2026. That was this year.
yeah, that was this year. I believe it was 1935 to 1948.
Okay.
They got first place there. That was second latest one I got. The latest one I got was from
that the Senior
North
Crown?
Carolina, is a Senior Crown Primary, and
Is that like the top award?
that's as top as you can, as high as you
Wow.
can get there.
That's pretty cool.
Now all you can do is they call the conservation award, where you just keep it where it's at.
Got it.
You can't get no higher.
That's
But,
pretty cool.
Yeah, and the same with AACA.
Yeah. Well, with this, go ahead. That's yours.
But this
so.
right here is the.
I was trying to figure out how you mount that. They're standing up, and he's like, "No,
Yeah.
it goes on the license plate." It's like, oh,
Well, they like you to drill holes in your car to mount these.
Really?
And I said, nah.
Yeah,
hey,
so they
I'm
can
not
deduct
drilling.
points off of you when they judge
right.
it.
Yeah. But
exactly.
so I came up with this clever idea, just put it on the front license plate, and when I show my car, it's on the car.
It's displayed.
So, but yeah, this is AACA. It was a 400-point car out of 400 points in
Wow.
Hershey, Pennsylvania at their show. And like I said, I got 99.8 on this one.
That's
They hit me on 0.2 for some dirt. I'll see you when I get my
oh my gosh!
when I get my judging sheet. But
Just a little bit of dirt.
it
They
was
took points off.
Yeah,
They
they were
had-
telling us about that.
yeah, it
Wow.
was. I had it up on the hoist for 2 weeks at my friend's place, and
Missed
Yeah.
that one spot.
that one little spot, and I will be able to read where it was at.
Got it.
And I'll say okay, but yeah, you got
yeah,
this
and I
right-
can't read that one
This
because
is first 2025 AACA Eastern Fall Nationals, Hershey, Pennsylvania, and this is obviously Bavarian Cup at Frankenmuth,
at Frankenmuth. Yep.
2025, and that's
First place.
This one right here is I'm really this one does me the greatest pleasure. I just got that in Greenfield Village.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
They had that's the kids award.
Yeah, I see it says junior judge.
Yeah,
That's
they
very
what
cool.
they did was walk around all the cars, picked out their favorite 25, and
The kids.
the kids.
Okay.
The kids. They
So
had
the
their own
kids, yeah.
judging sheet. They had their own judging sheet, and they came up to me and asked if I would, tell them about my car, and I said, well, I'm going to do one better. I'm not going to tell you about it. I'm going to let you actually sit in it, and which is a rare thing because a lot of people that has cars like that, that's like a big no-no.
Yeah, you don't want somebody
And-
just.
But that was an educational point for
Absolutely.
me, a time where I can explain to the young kids, this is what you do around classic cars. And they were all 15, about 15 of them.
How old?
They were, probably from, I would say 14 to maybe 6, 8-ish.
Okay.
But yeah, they were,
So preteen, teenager
yeah.
type thing, just before they get their license.
yes, before they get their license. But I told them, I said, I'll do you one better. I'll let you sit in it, and your parents can take a picture with you driving the car.
Nice.
Oh, got it.
And that's what they did. And all the dads, I want to put this one in my garage and
Very
this
cool.
and that. But yeah, that was a time where I could tell them about going to classic car events or hot rod events, what you do and don't do.
Yep.
But and I told him, I said, as long as your clothes are clean, nothing sticking out of your
Right.
clothes,
A pen.
a
something like
pen.
that. Yeah.
I explained the whole thing. You can't just go up and touch somebody's car.
That's
you have
very
to
cool.
ask to, and, oh, really?
And then you got the award.
Yeah. And then the guy came up to me and
Junior
said,
choice.
So you bribed him.
well, that's what all my friends said. Oh, you just bribed them by letting them in your car.
Yep.
I said, no, I want to educate kids. And Randy and I talked before.
Yeah.
I think it was at Autorama. But we got to get the youth involved.
Yep.
This segment of Classic Cars and Guitars is brought to you by the John Vance Band. Looking for real country music with a hometown feel? The John Vance Band, a 5-piece group hailing from Flint, Michigan, brings you the best in country and western favorites along with great live entertainment. Whether it's a festival, local venue, or special event, the John Vance Band keeps the crowd dancing and singing along. Find the John Vance Band on Facebook and see where they're playing next.
Okay, but there was about 15 of them that had all their judging sheets. And I let them sit in it. They took pictures, and they were able to ask questions about my car. And of course, I was telling them about the post-war era cars and the motor. And
So there's a history.
Yes.
History lesson you're giving.
well,
them to.
I had a perfect opportunity
Yeah.
to teach kids about
Captured audience.
history.
Good that they even wanted to learn,
Yes.
because that's what
And
we're
get
lacking.
it, and I'm sure getting in a car like that
That right
is
there.
just like, wow.
Yeah, that you should have saw their eyes, man. They just exploded when
Especially being at Greenfield Village.
Yes.
You know, that's such a historic place
Yes.
right there.
Yes.
You know, the Henry Ford and then the Greenfield Village and that. Because that was the old car muster that they had there?
the motor muster.
Motor muster, that's
yeah,
it.
motor
yeah.
muster.
Awesome event. I've been
Do
to
they
it
do
one
that
time.
right through the village, or is that in the parking lot?
It's in the village
yeah.
itself.
So they line the cars up in the village?
Yeah, they got fields that they line up the cars in.
I wonder if that's where Crossroads is kind of getting the idea from. 'Cause
Oh,
the
yeah.
last couple events seem like they're,
Yes.
I guarantee that's
because
probably
they did
it.
a Sloan
And Sloan
back to
just
Bricks.
did
just
it.
did
But
it
I
there.
think Sloan's got construction happening. That's why they moved it over to Crossroads and that.
It's a perfect setting for it.
Oh, it is. I've had
I mean,
numerous people
They had
tell
the
me.
trains running too. The in
Oh, yeah.
Greenfield Village.
Yeah.
And Crossroads got a train also, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, the kids love it. You got to get the kids involved.
Yeah, we've said that.
We say it almost every show.
Yep.
Yeah, we got to get rid of that
The stigma of it's
stigma
only
of-
for the older.
It's only for older guys, because I know in the Cadillac world they're dealing with that problem right now.
Yeah.
The Cadillac Sub Club with younger kids wanting to get into actually, the 40s, 30s Cadillacs. Everybody wants the
Well, they made it where the kids can't even think about buying one.
and that's what everybody's saying.
Yeah.
You know, Barrett Jackson, everyone's 72 Duster they think's worth $20,000 now sitting in their backyard. And it still hasn't changed.
Right. Right.
And I will say at the Uncle Sam Jam, the car show I'm going to do here July 12th down in Woodhaven, I do have a Kids' Choice Award.
That's
And
cool.
I try and do that at my shows and that. I screwed up at Emily City, but we'll let that was history. It's all going to change next year. Emily City turned out. Now, again, I got to say, not meaning to get off subject, but thank you for coming out, Katie and Bill, for the Emily City.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was a good
very
time.
cool. We did some interviews, and that show turned out real well, but it's even going to be better next year.
Oh, it's a
Got a few-
template. It was your learning. First show
Yeah.
of learning.
Yep. Yeah, and I think you were out of town for that one.
Yeah, I was actually at the Greenfield Village.
Oh, that's right. That was the same weekend.
So-
And I am moving it off of Father's Day
Okay.
and that. But I will tell you, just I don't know if you know, the winner was a 37 Studebaker that was phenomenal. I mean,
Wow.
I saw it, but I didn't look at it in depth, but it was incredible. And the winner was from Ohio. It wasn't even a Michigan-based car.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Was
so
that
was-
black one with the flames?
No, it was a cream-colored
Oh, okay, I
Studebaker.
saw that
and
one, yeah.
it was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everything about it was just flawless. But anyway, getting back to your
Yeah,
47.
what I like to do, and Randy knows this, he's seen my car a couple times at car shows, is I like to set the stage for, like, the theme is as in the 40s.
Yeah, I was going to bring that
40s.
up. Yeah.
I have a 47 Oceanic radio that I play 40s music on
Yep.
Okay.
when I show my car, and I have the Coca-Cola stuff, and
You got the wine set
Yep,
up
the
for like
wine
if you were
and-
going out on a picnic or something
yep,
like that.
yep, and
Yeah.
I just like the era to be displayed also with the car.
Yeah.
because
That's
it's
nice.
once
It fits-
again, it's
that's-
a teaching moment for people. And
Yeah, it's that setting.
Yeah.
And I got to say, when you're setting up at the Spectacular, it was one of the first ones to get things out. And instantly it was the right now. I
Oh,
heard
yeah.
the music. It was like, wait a minute, where's that coming from? I went over. It's like, wow, this is perfect. He's playing 40s music out of a 40s radio with a 47 Cadillac. Why
They
he's
got like a
wiping it
Bluetooth
down.
setup in it.
Well, actually, I had the radio redone. Of course, it had to be original because I'm 100% original guy. And what I happened to come across was I have a Bose Bluetooth speaker that slides
Okay.
right in where the battery
Oh,
for
nice.
my radio goes.
So you just use that
So,
as a shell.
oh yeah, I just use it to show. I run the music through my iPhone, and I go to Sirius XM 40s music and start to play, and that draws almost as much attention as my car.
Well, it does. Like I said, it drew me over there. It's like, man, where's this music coming from? When I went over, it's like, wow, this is pretty cool. Because all the other hot rods that were coming in were, 50s, 60s,
Yep.
and that, and dragsters. But you had that whole separate thing going on there.
Yeah.
You and Bill McKellish, who had that 1950 Cadillac,
Yeah,
52
that was a
Cadillac.
sharp car too.
Now, in that club that you're in, what'd you call that club? The Cadillac.
Cadillac LaSalle Club.
Are you the only one with one of those in it?
I've never seen one yet.
Do they have like a listing of who's got
Yes,
what?
they do. They do have a listing. A lot. There's no cars that are completed that I know of at that stage where my car's at. There's very few that I know that have 47 Cadillac 6207 fastbacks. And
Is there like a register for them? Like,
Yes.
you know where they're at?
yep.
How
Like,
many's
where
in
do
the
you
club?
stand? Like
Oh,
in
go ahead.
that model, where do you stand in the United States as far as owning one of those?
As far as numbers wise,
Is there like an ideal or?
I don't know the number off the top of my head. I know it's very, very few.
Right, top 50, something like that.
In that class, mine's probably. I was told that was the best example of a 47 Cadillac.
Wow.
That's
Yeah, that was by one of the head guys in Cadillac. So
Wow, that's
That is
very
amazing.
cool. That is.
yeah, but
I've never seen one up close, so I'm just saying I can't stop looking out the window at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that color combination that just draws you in. That two-tone gray.
Yep.
And that's like I said. It's got to be just like pulled off the assembly line in
And it's only
1947.
a two-door.
Yeah.
And the fastback. I mean, you think of those. You think of the 1950 Fleet line, Chevy fastback, where it's like, hey, those are the hot rods. But when I saw it, when we met at the Packard Proving Grounds, and I was like, whoa, this is way cool.
Yeah.
'Cause I know we chatted there, and that's where we met. And that was a couple of years ago or so.
Yeah, a couple of years ago. But
That
yeah,
was at Packard. I mean, they had incredible cars out there too. I mean, yours
Yeah.
fit though perfect with the Packards and the other,
yeah.
cars
And
that were out there.
that's what I like that you're doing with your shows now. You're bringing in the classics, more of the classics, and the hot rods, and we can all share the same space.
Yeah,
And
Oh, for sure. Even the kids with their car culture is car culture.
yeah.
exactly.
And you got to get the kids involved in it like we talk about all the time. If you don't let them with their cars and keep pushing them to the side, this is part of the problem.
Yeah,
And
well,
that's
there's the Honeycutts were just at the Emily City Show, and they had the Model Ts and the Model Ts, Model A's, the white one and black one, one's a truck, and they let them get in there and honk that horn, and those are 1914 and 1919 cars and
Right.
trucks, and that. So it is cool that owners do that to lift them. But I understand too, at Greenfield Village, that's a format.
I-
You don't want to do it at a fair or something like that.
No. I get both sides of that argument, but I'll lean on letting the kids get more involved than it's
And
sure.
talking with them, yeah.
It's a car, but there's a lot of history to be learned, and they're willing to listen if we give them a chance. But if they're wanting to retro it a little bit, do a little retro mod on
Yeah.
it. We can't sit there and say, you don't belong with us because like I said, I'm 100% original. Okay, that's
Yep.
me. That's me.
Well, you mentioned about shows like Spectacular. I will say I had a cutoff year. I don't do that for outdoor shows, but indoor I did because I didn't want those store-boughts there. And I wanted to have, people like, man, you had a nice selection there. And I got it, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I did do the choice. I had A-list and B-list because I didn't want, 20 rat rods, 2 customs, and that. So I kind of did that broad stroke to make sure there was antiques, there was just classics, there was hot rods, there was drag cars, and a couple other, oddies, the TV and movie cars and all that. So it was nice. I thought it was a nice spread. But and I appreciate you being at that show.
No, it was a good show.
And
And
got another one coming up in October 17th and 18th.
I'm already
Shameless
registered.
plug.
I'm already registered.
Yeah.
Do you take that thing like local car just cruise-ins, or is it just the big shows?
The biggest one I got that I guess the most local one I'm coming up to is, I guess Vassar has a huge car show,
Downtown.
and that one's only a mile from my house.
Yeah.
So
When is that?
that is the first weekend in August.
Okay.
If you want to put a plug in there for them. But
Is that
the way.
August 1st?
first weekend, I think it's the 2nd or 5th August.
August 1st.
First Saturday of August.
I'm pretty sure that's because I think Good Times in Goodrich is August 1st, and that's a huge. In fact, it is the same day because I've done Goodrich and I've buzzed up to Vassar to catch to do both. But
I haven't done none of the really small ones because I've been staying busy doing these big ones, and it's like a circuit almost.
do you have a regular job too?
I'm retired.
Got it.
That's
I
my
like that.
regular job.
Washing that car, probably.
Yeah, that's the full-time job.
Right.
Taking care of that thing.
Yeah, exactly. No,
But,
I was just wondering. Like
I
you
did.
said
I
about
was in
that.
tool and die for, probably 32, 34 years. That's what I
Okay.
did my trade in, tool and die welding. But
I was just asking you because we do a car cruise in here once a month, and I mean, you're more than welcome to
July
come out.
14th
Yeah.
will be the next one.
You know, if you want.
It's a Tuesday,
okay,
July 14th.
yeah,
It's not many cars. We just sit here talking cars. There's no
That's it, yeah.
awards, no nothing. It's, most guys just come because they want to look through the shop.
so, nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah, we don't mind.
But
So when you're doing stuff, it's like, wow, I need to get this part or that part. Because if I'm not mistaken, I see GM branding all over. And
Yes,
that.
yes.
Where do you get the parts? These aren't like repops or anything like that. Are
the parts are getting so hard for that car now, and it's basically getting that way throughout any of the earlier 30s to the 49 Cadillacs.
they? Keep it pure. You know,
Yes.
that's because we mentioned about how you're a
Yeah,
purist on
and
that.
every part on there is either OEM or NOS.
That's what you were
Really?
telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was telling me that at the
From
spectacular. I
clamps
was like, what?
to everything.
How did you find that stuff? Or has it been years ago?
My dad had everything, and the things that I brought in and made. Cadillac Cell Club has an authenticity manual. It's like the Bible of Cadillacs.
Cadillacs. Got it.
It's got to be this way because they take original cars that's unmolested, never touched, and that's what they get their information from.
Wow.
And so you better be correct on what you put on. And it goes from hose clamps to hose type material.
Well, yeah, the hoses. I saw I have GM branding
Yeah.
on it. So.
That's stencil. Now they allow you to stencil that because it's just got to be the OEM material.
Got it.
So, and I think I was telling you out there that one of those belts out there is an OEM belt, which is
Wow.
80 years old.
Yeah.
And you don't come across that too. There's been several articles written by a friend of mine. He's a guy that does a lot of writing, a lot of books about that car, about the authenticity of it, and he's won awards through Cadillac Cell on his writings.
I'm sure the car's been in magazines and that as well.
Yeah, it's been in AACA's magazine. It's been in Cadillac Cell's magazine. The Standard, which is our regional.
Got
They
it.
did a big opening on that. But
Has GM ever approached you about the car?
nope, never heard anything from GM. Last year I went to their show, GM Tech Center last year.
Okay.
But no, nobody's ever.
Did you get to tour that museum down there?
No. I just sat out there, and I am real good friends with one of the engineers that did the lights on a '77 Cadillac.
Okay.
He's actually a member of ours in the regional, Detroit Regional for Cadillac Cell Club.
But I'm surprised that, probably if you offered, because, it wouldn't be buying it, but to throw it into put it in the Henry Ford, something like that. I mean, that.
I would throw that out there to anybody that wants to put it in a movie, that wants to put it in, something like
museum.
that. I would do that for a limited time.
Got it.
I mean,
Maybe
Sloan
through
or nobody's approached you about that, or
no, nobody's approached me.
say
with it.
through the winter, that'd be a nice
Yeah,
thing to do, to put it in there, and that way kind of gives you storage as well, but still to get it exposure to the.
right.
I'm sure that car's
crowd.
got a bedroom.
Oh, it's got to be. But this will surprise you. Everybody's always surprised when that's the first question. Well, how do you store that thing? Do you store it in climate control? Nope. That thing has not lived 1 minute of its life
Just in the garage?
in the garage
Wow.
with black carpet underneath it. Well, the black carpet
The
that I
black-
brought
yep.
to your show.
Yep.
And
You don't do the bubble tent
no.
over it?
No.
Got it.
Me, I don't know. I think condensation would play a role in
Oh.
the heat heating and cooling, and
Yeah, like the door
yeah.
seals and things like that, even the
And
wipers or.
like I said, the car will be 80 years old. Next year?
Got it.
And when my dad got it, like I said, I got pictures of it before and after, and during, and very little rust on that thing.
Is there going to be, being mentioned about the 80th year, is there going to be, do you have plans already for some of the shows you're being invited to or going to?
No.
Just
no.
as they come up, it's like, hey, I want to go to that one.
I've been invited to, I lost contact with him. I actually met him at your show up through where they just had, I forgot his name, but he was wanting to do a history on that car with it. And
Top Hat John?
I know Top Hat. No, it wasn't
Okay.
Top Hat.
No, I'm just thinking.
No. No, but no, I forgot he was with the some type of analogical type deal or whatever. But he really wanted to get a hold of me, and I gave him my number. He never called me, and I never
If
reached
you think
out.
it was naming that, let me know.
I
'cause
will. I will.
Pretty much have everybody's info on that.
But yeah, we were talking about the railroad show up there,
Durant?
and that's where he was up near.
Okay.
But
This segment of Classic Cars and Guitars is brought to you by Kim at Cozy Cut Salon. Looking for a fresh new look? Kim at Cozy Cut Salon in Swartz Creek has been helping men, women, and children look their best for over 25 years. From cuts and colors to personalized salon services, Kim provides the experience and attention you deserve, now accepting new clients. Call Cozy Cut Salon today at 810-624-5866 and schedule your appointment. Cozy Cut Salon, where great style starts.
So, again, being the 80th year coming up for Cadillac, and you've had that 60 years in the family, that's pretty cool. Do you know where that car was built? Was it a Michigan-built car?
yes, it's Michigan built. I have the sheet inside.
That'd be Fisher Body downtown?
Yeah. And
Wow.
got the stamping number, got the rail number, because they used to send those frames on rail.
Yeah.
And you would get a rail stamping.
Oh, wow.
It was painted, actually.
Got it.
And
I remember seeing those frames being
they would stack them,
Yep.
and they'd meet up with the cars down in Detroit.
Got it.
And so, yeah, I got all that documentation. But
That's just kind of weird with all the documentation you have in the history of that car. Like GM and Cadillac never wanted to use that as a display for
Yeah.
some kind of anniversary
Especially
or
the
something.
awards that you've won. And
Yeah,
that
I mean-
means. I mean, that's.
yeah,
That's like a showpiece for them.
yeah.
I mean,
I would
the show
think so.
will get you there, you know.
Maybe.
Sloan will be like, hey,
Maybe.
wait a minute, let's
Yeah.
contact Jack
But
and see
yeah,
what's going on.
like I said, I know one of your top retired engineers, Wade Cady.
Right.
He did that.
I'm just stunned that, that they haven't wanted to do something on that
No,
or show it.
but with that car, I really didn't start showing it until probably the last 2 years.
Oh, okay.
It was like,
Oh, so then it's when it was at Packard, that was the fall show, I think.
I used to go to that very show with my dad and my son just about every year. And he got to where he couldn't drive in it no more, couldn't go anymore. He'd always ask, well, how'd we do? How'd we do, Jack? And I still hear him saying that. But
Awesome.
But yeah,
That's
we used to, he actually in 2002, I think, right after his restoration, and like I said, most of that is 27 years ago, pretty much 27 years ago, his restoration roast history. He won GM's top award at the GM Tech Center.
Oh, wow.
I wish I would have
Nice.
brought that trophy because it's a
Nice.
huge, huge plaque.
Got it.
And he just got done, 10 years laboring over that car.
Wow.
And him and my brother drove it to that.
What an honor.
Yeah, I remember when he drove it to the GM Tech Center, and him and my little brother went there and won that, not even expecting to win anything.
That's very cool.
So
I mean, with the history you got in that car, like you were talking, before we started the show, that you just never sell it. I mean, just,
no, that car will never be on the market. I've been offered, like I said, that's one of the biggest questions been asked is how much how much you want for it? Is it for sale? And
Too much sentimental value.
yeah, I've been
Can't put a
offered
price tag on it.
good money. My dad would probably be hitting me in the back of the head for not taking it. But no, it's
Well, he was going to donate it. So
well, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. He was going to donate it, but now my son would probably be kind of mad at me.
And
I turned around and sold it.
47, because that's right at World War II.
Mm-hmm.
And that, so I know, like, when you were talking about the engines and things like that for being used for the war,
Yes.
speaking of Packard, the Packard plant down there, I worked in that plant, not when it was for the automotive. There's another company that has part of it now, and I worked for them. And they had pictures up on the wall, huge pictures. I mean, they're like 30 by 20, and it's like of Eleanor Roosevelt there looking over, and I want to say it was the Mercedes. They were using building the engines there for the planes, and that.
Wow.
So that way, Packard, and I could have that a little bit tweaked, but Packard plant was being actually used to build, war birds per se, and that. So I'm sure, with Cadillac, when you're talking about those big motors, the flatheads and that, which you'll see shortly.
Yep, that you'll see shortly. But yeah, I actually got some wood. As a matter of fact, you talk about the plant, the old plant. From that plant, trophies, they used to give out pistons from Packards.
Oh yeah,
with wood on the bottom of them. From
Really?
From
original, I got
the plant.
From the Utica plant?
Yeah, and from
the proving grounds, but it was the plant that was downtown
it
Detroit.
was the downtown Detroit plant. The
Oh, okay.
original
Yeah.
original wood. I think I got 3 or 4 of those trophies with got the pistons on it, and
Wow.
then they just started giving away just the wood planks.
Yeah.
So I would start, going down on what you got with it. But
And I got to say, and I don't want to get off track, but that Packard plant, the history is phenomenal. They had like over 3,000 workers there, 24/7, and they were just, and it was again what kept them going. If I'm not mistaken, was the World War II. They were, because Detroit was, building tanks. The arsenal was on 8 Mile. It, could go down the list that with the Jeeps, that were getting built.
That's what you can get into when you go out there and look at that motor. We can get into that a little bit about the history on that.
Yeah.
How that played a part in World War II.
And speaking of World War II, and that, I'm not saying you're that old, but you a veteran at all?
Me, no.
Okay.
My dad, like I said, he was a POW for 3 years in the Korean War.
Got it.
So
we always like to acknowledge the veterans and
Yes,
the active
absolutely.
military personnel and first responders, and especially coming up to the 250th birthday of the United States here. Cadillac is, all American built right there in that Detroit, the Motor City. That's absolutely awesome, man. That is way cool. So what's your next show that you got coming up?
my next show coming up is
Port Huron, Keels and Wheels,
that's coming up.
July 18th.
Yes.
Downtown Port Huron.
I'm going to that one, and let's see, this is already July.
Frankenmuth, of course. That's in September.
Well, yeah, I just secured my spot in Frankenmuth. I'm going to Hershey, Pennsylvania again
Oh, wow.
to get my senior from Hershey.
Wow.
And then
And some chocolate.
Yeah, get some chocolate. That's in
That'd be why I'd be
October.
going.
Yeah, that show is in October. Then you got Frankenmuth, and then I got
what are you doing
Gilmore.
with Gilmore?
Yeah.
Love that place. I would love to live there. I'll just put a tent out in the field. But back to the bricks or Woodward Cruise. Do you do anything there?
Woodward Cruise. My dad always wanted. I always talked him out of that.
Because now it's not a cruise; it's the Woodward parking lot.
Yeah, and that's what it is. And then that's where
I
I
ain't
draw.
done it in years.
Yeah, that's where I draw. I always drew the line. I'd raise up just a little bit with my dad and say, "No, we ain't taking him down the cruise."
Yeah, with a car like that, I mean, it'd be definitely appreciated. But there's always that one chance. It's like somebody not paying attention. Just saw it happen at the what was it, Telegraph Cruise or something like not Telegraph Cruise. It was down.
Wasn't that the Gratiot cruise?
And no, it wasn't.
Mount Clemens, wasn't it?
No, there was a show
Something.
downriver, and
Something got hit somewhere.
yeah, there was a Chevelle pulling out, and I guess the carburetor screwed up in that, and he cruised out into traffic and got blasted.
Wow.
And that, but yeah, something you don't want something happening to that.
No, but you mentioned the next shows, but yeah, after probably this year, I want to start. I want to see if I can get that into concourse shows.
Oh wow, yeah,
And
Eyes on Design, possibly.
yeah, we were talking out there outside that's one of my utmost favorite shows that I want to be in Michigan.
Have you ever been to Eyes on Design?
Never.
Oh my
No.
gosh, the car would be perfect there.
Yeah, once again, nobody seems to get a hold of me, but
We'll talk after this.
yeah,
I know people.
You know people.
Yeah,
But yeah, that is one of my near to my heart that I'd love to be in.
got it. And I think the car would be very fitting there
Yeah,
for what they
I've
have.
been told that, but it's just
And that is on Father's Day as well.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So you got Greenfield Village.
Well, that's
and
done
that.
with. I don't know.
And,
Let's
yeah.
go back to Greenfield Village
No.
now. So
Right.
I can go to definitely go
Yeah,
there.
to make the rounds.
Yeah,
Type
make
thing,
the rounds. But Greenfield Village, nice show though. I would definitely go back to that one. Have I not been so wanting to go to Eyes of Design?
Yeah,
So,
totally get it. And then you mentioned October. It's not October 17th or 18th. You're going to be in Pennsylvania.
No.
Okay.
No. It's,
Just checking.
it's just before I'll get home the weekend before your show.
Okay.
So I'm going to be busy for a couple weeks.
So I think
And-
there's 4 or 5 of the Cadillac guys that you
Yes.
referenced in that. So
Yes.
it's going to be like a Cadillac alley.
Yeah, we're gonna have hopefully. There's one of my friends is bringing 2. You spoke earlier about LaSalle's. He's got 2 LaSalle's, which at that time LaSalle, I hate saying this, but was the lower of the Cadillacs
Oh, okay.
to have a more affordability
Got it.
in the arena of selling cars. And he's got 2 of them, but. Yeah, I always joke with him. I say, it's not a Cadillac, John.
So it's got to be the Coupe de Ville.
Yeah, it's a LaSalle.
Yeah.
And actually, a little bit tidbit information, Cadillac Cell was going to do away with the LaSalle name and just make it a Cadillac club,
Oh.
which raised a whole bunch of,
I never heard of that.
a whole bunch of people.
When was that?
That was just past spring.
Got it. Interesting.
They actually sent out a survey to see how the club, because there's,
Fill it out.
yeah, it's a big club, and you got Cadillacs and Cadillac cells,
Yeah.
and they were going to drop the LaSalle's
Got
and
it.
just make a Cadillac. And actually, I'd spoke at our regional, and I was 100% in support of keeping the LaSalle's.
So now where does the Coupe de Ville and Eldorados and all that, where do they all fall into place? I mean, because talking LaSalle and the Coupe, is that still part of it? Or are they
Oh,
the
yeah.
unwanted stepchild
No,
type
no,
thing?
no. It's all part of it. And actually, judging, which I'm one of Cadillac Cell's judges, you actually got to judge on style. And so how can you judge on style? Because
Yeah, they're so different.
yeah, you got
everything.
Eldorados, you got
Yeah.
you got
Put an Eldorado up against a '59 Cadillac with the big fins and the
they're all Cadillacs. So give them a 10.
yeah,
Or
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
If you guys want us to judge on styles, okay, somebody might not be a coupe guy.
Yeah.
Somebody might be a big fin guy.
Yep.
So you can't, in my opinion, you can't just judge on something like that. But
And I will say I'm amazed at how popular those '59 taillights are because
Oh.
they're on everything.
Oh, they're on every.
Yeah.
they're
Buddy of mine
every
has
hot
them
rod.
on the. I had them on a '58 Chevy. I had '58 Chevy wagon Yeoman. I had those on the back.
Doesn't one of Abby's cars got him in it?
The what?
Didn't one of John's cars have it in it? That show we did.
Yes.
Was that yellow?
Yeah,
Was that a Merc?
Because they can, they can recess them and they stick up,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
they were
they-
so popular. And
yeah,
then,
they use them on a lot of things. But that was the last year that did not have that they started the wings in '48. They had
Okay.
like a camel hump, is what they call
oh
it.
yeah.
And
I know what you're
that
talking
was the
about.
last year where they didn't have the wings.
Because it kept getting bigger and
Yep,
bigger. and
49s they got bigger, and in the 50s they just took off.
Yeah, the kind of
Yeah.
Because of the '57 Chevy, I think is the.
Yep.
Everybody wanted the fins.
And I tell you, man, those fins are huge on those.
Oh yeah.
Geez, they just go on forever.
See a few of those, and if you put
Yes.
it on a 4-door, it makes it even look bigger. It's like, geez, Louise, man.
Yeah.
But then I got to say, like the '67 Cadillacs and that, where they got the sleek little fin, it's still
Yeah,
like it's a
That's
cool
still,
look, man.
It's got a sexy look to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're beautiful cars.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm a Cadillac guy, so
Yeah.
I sort of lean a little bit more towards Cadillacs, but
But doing that whole thing you're talking about judging, how do you judge a '59 to a '67 to a '47 to an '80s?
well, what they like
the
to
body
do
styles
is
change so much.
keep the judges in their realm. Like
Mm-hmm.
mine's is the 40s.
Got it.
And then you'll get somebody that judges the 50s, the 60s,
Like
the
50 to 59 type thing,
Yeah.
60 to 69.
And then we basically judge off authenticity,
Yeah, totally
which
get
we
it.
have to judge by. And then you go by interior, then you go by, what's the paint,
Yeah,
But
the modifications, if there's any.
you can have 0 modifications.
Got it. Because I got to say, there's been a few shows I've done where there's been some cool Cadillacs come up, but they're bagged and all tricked out, and it's like, man, these are cool, but it would not make the club per se. They're still cool.
There's a couple around here.
Yeah.
No, you can do.
Well, didn't you have one built just recently? You had a 59 out here? Or?
We can't remember. It was a 57 or 59. We were talking about that.
I think it was a 59, that red one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that a 59?
Yep.
That was a beautiful car.
It was. It was very cool.
I was telling him, the guy came in because he's like, something's wrong with it. He just got the car. He goes, I'm like, so I took it for a ride. I said, well, what's the problem? He goes, a trans. It has no, I said, it's a 3-speed. I said, that's all it's got.
It's got no get up and go.
He's like, so I drove, 1, 2, like, he's like, well, what something's wrong with the trans. I'm like, there's no overdrive, and I was telling him, like, you're used to driving an 8 to 12 speed transmission vehicles now, and he just could not comprehend.
It's like, come on, it's got to go to the next one.
They don't get it that these roads, they're not made for these cars. The speed limit was 45 miles an hour.
Yep.
And that's got a hydromatic, automatic.
I was going to ask what the power plant is. We'll get more into that when we go out to the car. The power plant, the train.
Those cars weren't made for these roads. You didn't have interstates going 75 miles an hour.
Exactly. It's like 55 is like, okay, we're almost,
While driving it over here at 45 miles an hour, I was worried about the temp getting up. Drove just like it should.
Got it.
Didn't start getting hot. Didn't start doing nothing.
Well, we're coming back from St. Ignace this weekend, and my wife was like, "Why something wrong with them cars?" I'm like, "Kim, that's all they got."
Yeah.
How was that show, by the way?
Yeah,
I wanted to go to it.
It was crazy. It was like 1,600 cars or something.
Yeah, I heard they even turned away cars. There wasn't enough parking.
Oh, they were filling up the parking lots at the hotels and stuff. People were just they're everywhere.
And I love that show, but
you'd have been freaking out if you had your car there because they were like sardines.
Wow.
You'd have been like,
no.
No, but that's a great show.
You'd have to find a special spot for you.
And the weather was great too.
Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful.
But I didn't make it there. Didn't make it to Sloan. I was trying to unpack.
But there were so many cars in parking lots that must not have been able to get in. Just drove up there just to be at the show.
That's what I heard. They were packed in the street.
It was the 50th anniversary too, so it was a little.
But
it was crazy. A lot of walking, but we're going to go outside and take a look at your car.
Do some walking out there.
Yeah.
Check it out live.
Today's episode of Classic Cars and Guitars is brought to you by Hamilton's Auto Detailing. At Hamilton's Auto Detailing in Clio, Michigan, they don't just clean cars, they transform them. Their mission is to make your vehicle look and feel brand new, inside and out. With a dedication to meticulous care and an experienced team, you can trust them to restore your automobile's finish and bring it back to showroom shine. Call 810-293-7946 or find them on Facebook.
So here we are with Jack Shepard again, out of Vassar with his 1947 Cadillac, and now we're going to go over a little briefing of it, and it looks incredible. And I know Katie's done some photos and that, but Jack, tell us a little bit more about it. You might want to pop the hood and that as well.
Yeah, I can open the hood for you.
Oh, look at that.
This right here is heavy.
The hood ornament?
Yeah. There's actually a guy that wanted to...
Oh!
I never even caught that earlier.
Yeah. That's,
I didn't know. Wow.
They call that the Flying Goddess.
So is this the hood that binged you on the head a few times?
Yes. Same hood.
Same hood.
Different springs. Different springs.
Oh, I got it.
But,
double springs.
Yeah. Those are, it's all been redone. My dad went through it.
So again, this is all original.
Yes.
With the way the hood opens, all that. Pretty incredible.
Right.
So what is the power plant? I see it's a flathead V8.
They called it flathead LV8.
Okay.
It was last year for 48. They made very, very minor changes. And 49 is obviously when they went to the overhead valves. They totally did away with this motor. But they would put 2 of these in the World War II tanks.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah.
So this is what ran the World War II tanks.
This is
motors. Wow.
Yes.
What kind of horsepower then?
It's 346 cubic inches, 150 horsepower.
Okay.
So it's got a lot of torque.
Pretty incredible. And just a little single barrel.
Yep. That's a Stromberg carburetor.
Stromberg?
Yep.
Really? Okay,
Yep.
now I got a little hot rod in it.
Oh, yeah. But that's.
What were you saying, Bill?
I just can't believe that moved a tank.
2 of them. Yeah, that is pretty incredible, that 2 of those. No wonder they weren't that fast.
Yeah.
It was about the torque, though, probably.
It was all about the torque, and it wasn't about speed for sure.
So now you've had the motor rebuilt, or your dad was rebuilding?
My dad rebuilt it. Like I said, I got pictures of him going through the motor, and him doing everything on the motor.
Got it.
And the car, obviously. He did a rotisserie on it. So
And what's the transmission on this?
it's a hydromatic automatic,
Okay.
3-speed.
3-speed.
Yep.
Got it. Hydromatic.
Hydromatic
Yeah.
automatic.
Wow.
Even this paint sheen is the correct sheen.
Oh, so this here? All
Yes,
that?
because there's 60%, 80%, 20% semi-gloss,
Got it.
and this is all correct under here.
So this is
here.
how you'd see it in the showroom.
This is exactly how you'd see it in the showroom.
Wow. That's absolutely incredible. But understood that no wonder you've won all the prestigious awards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a
I mean, I'm
labor
just
of
looking
love.
at little things like, the screws are,
Yeah.
everything's flawless.
Yeah.
Absolutely flawless.
I mean, I've stared at the chrome on it while before the show even started. I just couldn't believe how this chrome is on this car. There's
And this-
not a spot.
This chrome's 27 years old.
Wow. And you've not had it re-chromed? That's
Nope.
just,
It's
wow.
not been re-chromed.
So you've just been polishing it.
Yes.
I had Edsel that was all about the chrome. And
Yeah.
once I got that, I can't even think of what it was, the chrome cleaner I used. And it was like, it shined and I put smoothies on it. So and the chrome. And it's like the paint job was flat, but it looked great. So the interior, can we go back to the interior? Open up a door here?
Well, just before we leave the motor,
Yeah. Okay.
these right here are cadmium plated. I don't know if you're familiar with cadmium plated.
No.
Okay, that's a plating that they used on these motors for wearing purposes.
Wow.
Yeah. These
So more enduring or?
yeah, it's more enduring. It's more rust resistant. It's
Gotcha.
and
And you're saying those were porcelain?
yes, the exhaust manifolds are porcelain. The crossover manifolds porcelain. And
Wow.
this is a two-stage basically pump. This is vacuum on the bottom, and of course fuel on top.
Okay.
Because you have your vacuum antenna, you have your vacuum windshield wipers, and your solvent. This is all 100% original.
Yeah.
But
My Edsel had the glass.
yeah,
That you had to fill up. It was
Like
and
a-
I had a Ford one too. So
Okay.
it was in the Edsel. It was nice.
yeah. I was talking earlier before you got here that the way that we can tell if these are originals, these are square. A lot of people like to repop them round,
Oh, okay.
and these
They wouldn't fit right, though.
Yeah, they screw onto this right here. It's like a mason jar.
Okay.
And these clamps, you can tell these are original clamps because they snap on to this plate here.
Gotcha.
But yeah, just a little.
Well, the
little
fuel pump
things.
situation is just interesting, but I get it because again, my Edsel, only thing my glass was underneath.
Right.
It's flipped upside
Right.
down.
Right.
What a beautiful car.
It is phenomenal. Totally phenomenal. And so the interior now.
Yeah, the interior is this right here. The interior went down. This material went down the assembly line with it in
Here, let her
1947.
catch up to you.
Yeah. So go ahead, Jack. You were explaining about the interior.
Yeah, I was explaining that this material
There you
went
go.
down the assembly line with it in 1947. My dad, when he restored this car, found a guy that bought the bolt of material that was with these cars.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is the material that you would get on this car in 1947.
So that's the original material, or is that
It's the original material, but it was redone in the original material.
Okay.
If you can, it's not the original seats,
Gotcha.
but it's the original material that went down the line with it in 1947. So that material is almost 80 years old.
Wow. That's incredible. Looks great. And now you're talking about the wood. I thought that was wood. I was faked out.
Yep, this is a paint technique. These are steel that they did back in the day.
But they were painted like that.
Yes, they were painted this way. And this technique is, they would have it already pre-painted and just put them on the assembly line.
But it had me faked out. I thought that was wood. It's
Yeah, a
like
lot of people think the same thing.
Way the
Man,
car
that
is.
wood looks good. Well,
Yeah.
it's not wood.
Yeah.
But they came with Jaeger clocks.
Okay.
And they put them in the glove box. And this model here, this particular car here, didn't come with side mirrors. That was an option.
You only have a rear view mirror.
All you got is a rear view mirror.
Oh, boy.
But it came with an option of a backup light.
I know. I saw the backup light. It's kind of interesting how it's like, yeah, let's throw that on.
Yeah, whoever thought what to order now.
See that little backup light in that. But you can adjust it, looks like. You can have it go up, down, or whatever. Is that true?
Yes, it does. It does pivot
Where's
up
the fuel tank at? Is it? You gotta go through a light.
That's the.
Is it under one of the lights?
Yep.
It is?
one over there.
Is it?
Oh, so it's
Go ahead and lift that up.
wow. So it's like the 56.
I was just
Yeah.
curious because
Yeah.
that one Cadillac came here was the same thing.
Yeah.
59.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, you got the plate. I believe those plate lights were option, and the backup light was option, and radio and vacuum antenna.
Got it. And does the vacuum antenna still go up and
Oh,
down? That's of course it would.
yeah.
What am I doing?
You wouldn't have got the 99.3%.
Right.
That's right. 99.8 is
Surprised-
hard to come by.
Surprised Jack didn't just backhand me. It's like, what are you talking about,
I
Willis?
was listening to the game on the way here. What are you talking about? I had to
Man.
raise my antenna.
Oh, right.
But yeah, no, everything works as it should. The windshield wipers, the solvent, the radio. Actually, you got a vacuum behind the radio. It comes off the radio. Yeah,
What?
go figure.
Yeah. Is that just because, like, hey, let's hook the
I
vacuum
don't-
up to that, too?
You got a vacuum line that comes off the radio,
Got it.
and
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what that would be. For maybe the push button to make it go faster.
well, to raise the antenna, it just hit me. Why? Because you got to pull the knob out, and the antenna will go up on the radio.
Oh, okay.
And then, like I can show you here,
Wow.
yeah, it just hit me. Why?
We're the engineers on this, man. Oh, I don't want to.
This right here,
Okay.
you pull that to raise the antenna,
Okay.
and you push it
To
to
lower.
lower the antenna. And there's a vacuum hose in back that operates the antenna itself.
Got it.
And then you got, of course, your windshield wipers turn on here.
Yep.
That's vacuum. And your washer fluid is right here.
That's pretty wild. They have those so far apart from each other.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then you got your fog lights here. Of course, your ignition here. This is where you get your air through the
Flow the vents.
Yeah, through the ram air there.
Now, fog lights, was that an option too?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. That was an option, but
And again, my Etzel was a 59, so it's totally different year and model and all that. But it's interesting that you have the vacuum there and there for the wipers and for the
Right.
fluid, because mine at least was all centralized.
yeah.
That
And,
where you didn't have to be reaching all around, right-handed, left-handed.
and the thing about this also is this has got the original glass. This isn't.
Wow.
This
It's not
is-
repopped or
No,
anything.
it's not repop.
Wow.
And it's been.
That's very unique that you'd find
yeah.
or have the original glass.
See, you can see right here where it's just starting. To
Oh,
show-
yeah.
You can just see.
little separation there.
You can just see it starting to show its age.
Yep.
80 years old. I
But
guess.
man, sitting in the yard, how many kids would be like, "Hey, man, can you get that window?" Sure, man.
Oh
With
yeah.
a rock or BB gun. Hey, I got my new BB gun, my Red Ryder for Christmas. Let's
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
definitely lucky.
Yeah,
My brothers and I used to.
especially with brothers. and that.
Yeah,
It's like, it's like,
5 boys, 1 girl. We'd all pile in here, and the first one out because it was a day like today, sweating your butt off.
oh yeah.
He was the wimp of the family.
Oh, got it.
So,
But still playing in it, it'd be like, "Hey, come on, everybody,
oh
let's
yeah,
get in."
and that was a big thing. Who could drive it?
wow.
But this here also, you got this lift that that's your step
Oh yeah.
that disappears as you close the door.
Wait a minute. What? Can I?
Yeah,
Oh my! So it becomes a part of the body
yeah,
line.
it becomes part of the body.
So what? Wait a minute. Why would you need that step to get in? I guess
You just
I'm not going to get
yeah,
in.
you
But
can get in if you want.
now, to my luck, I'd end up falling, pulling the handle off, and it'd be like, "Oh my gosh, Randy's on the ground."
Oh no!
Cut.
Yeah, cut.
No, we'd keep rolling.
You're right. Yeah.
That's how you get
Why
raised.
you guys are laughing?
Yeah.
That's over. Yeah, but no.
That will
Wow.
be the YouTube segment.
Right. Boy,
yeah,
those
the,
doors shut so good.
These
Jeez.
spears up here are stainless steel. A lot
Okay.
of people mistaken that for chrome.
Oh,
And
yeah.
My dad hand polished these himself, and these right here are chrome. Like I said, all this chrome's 27 years old.
Well, you can see up close, you can see a slight difference in
Yeah.
the reflection.
Yep.
If you wouldn't have pointed it out, I probably wouldn't know. But now standing here, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to that. And again, when my Etzel, it was all stainless steel. So I was out there and I had it about like that, and I said throw chrome smoothies on it with a flat paint job, and it's like, wow, that chrome pops. And it's like, yeah, the paint job makes it pop a little bit more.
Right.
But all this you had to order up any of the
Yep. All that. My
the
dad.
rubber moldings, all
That's
that.
all 27 years old.
Wow.
My dad had those put on.
Same with the fender then,
Yep.
right?
Everything that you see is 27 years old, except for I had to fix a little bit of the paint in the back
Okay.
and some underneath. But the top gray is 27 years old,
Wow.
and most of the light gray is 27 years old.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that the reason they would put that lining or that beading between the fender and that so they wouldn't squeak.
Yes.
It is okay. Then I heard right. Somebody's like, yeah.
Well, it also protects you from the rain, the water.
Oh, okay. Yep, seeping down
Yep.
and rusting and that. But
And
got it.
that's why
And that makes sense.
a lot of people tell you never to wash your classic cars.
Yeah.
This car probably hasn't been washed in 8 years.
What do? Just spritz it and wipe it?
It hasn't seen a
A raindrop?
yeah, no.
Yeah.
It hasn't seen a hose in about 8 years.
Got it.
But,
And again, bias ply tires, Firestone, that's
yes.
everything's correct.
And those are sombreros, is what they call them, as far as rims.
From Mexico then, or?
Nah, that's just because they look like a sombrero hat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And even it comes down to your valve stem covers has got to be
Correct. Man, with how big the white wall is, that's a pretty big white wall because you almost can't even see
4 1/4.
any of the tire.
4
on
1/4.
that. Really?
Yep. 4 inches and
Do you
250
bleach
pounds.
those?
Pardon me?
Do you use that bleach on those?
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful car, Jack. Beautiful.
I'm just in awe. I don't even have nothing to say.
And I got to say, I'm honored to have you at the shows, the Spectacular, and looking forward to Port Huron and that. But as I said, when you came to that show, I was just like, wow, this is pretty stellar that this vehicle and a few of the others that, like Bill's Cadillac and that were part of the show. And I hope that in October, it's bigger, badder, and better than what it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I gotta say, if you ever need something done, I'd be honored to help you out.
Okay, I appreciate it.
You got to wear white gloves, white overalls. And
The thing is we know how to treat a car like this too.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
They'll
And
build
that's the key. You gotta be able to trust somebody, and from everything that
I think we definitely got the reputation for it.
Yeah.
Yep, and I
Bill
was
does
just gonna
phenomenal
say-
work here, and
Yeah.
then you can see by what he had in the
Yep, absolutely.
stables back there.
But we appreciate you for coming on the show and
Yeah.
showing us the car and talking to us. And we're gonna have Katie take some pictures of your photo album there
All right, sounds good.
to put on
Thank
the page.
you for having me.
and,
here.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure as always, my
Appreciate
friend.
I think, yeah.
All right, thank you.
A special thank you to our new friend Jack and his award-winning 1947 Cadillac. Thank you as always for listening to the show, and please join us for our next cruise-in on July 14th at 5 p.m.